It is my privilege to present the Reverend Christopher Fronk of the Society of Jesus, President of Jesuit High School.
As many of you know, before my assignment to Jesuit High School, I served as a military chaplain. And while my most recent assignment was with the Navy on an aircraft carrier, most of my assignments were with the Marine Corps. And because of my background, I'm often asked how my transition to Jesuit High is going. My response is that it's actually going quite well because there are many similarities between the two institutions. In addition to the obvious similarity of wearing uniforms, both institutions have structure and discipline, require you to be on time and prepared, and demand the best that each person has to offer. Both provide rigorous training and education, foster a spirit of camaraderie and fraternity, instill loyalty to the institution and to each other, and both are focused on mission accomplishment. There's another important similarity that is often unnoticed or taken for granted. Both institutions require their members to carry a great deal of gear that is necessary in order to complete the assigned mission. For the Marines, all of their gear is carried in a backpack that weighs anywhere from 75 to 100 pounds. In these packs, you'll usually have another set of boots, another uniform, a parka, some prepackaged food, a sleeping bag, tent, canteen, shovel, and other tools of the trade. And when you first put the pack on before setting out on a hike, it actually doesn't feel too heavy. But as the day goes on, it feels like that pack gets heavier and heavier, and you start thinking, I wish I could get rid of some of this stuff to lighten the load. And when you get a chance to stop for a couple of minutes for a break, your initial reaction is to take off the pack. But you're always told, don't drop your pack. It will be too hard to put back on, and the mission isn't complete. As the mission unfolds, you gradually get used to the weight. It no longer feels like a real burden. And you realize that you need everything in that pack in order to carry out the mission. So you don't mind carrying it. It becomes a part of you. In your time at Jesuit, the education you have received is just like the items in the Marine's backpack. You carry everything you have received at Jesuit as preparation for the mission that is given to you, your mission in life. In that pack, you carry items like your memories, greater knowledge, your friendships, and your many accomplishments as individuals and as a class. Your pack has gotten heavier as you have added deeper things like morality, leadership, discernment, sacraments, prayer, and service to others. You also now carry competence, conscience, and compassion with you on your way. You carry the elements of your Ignatian formation, being a man of faith and a man for others. Magis and AMDG, ad majorem Dei gloriam, for the greater glory of God. And yes, you are asked to carry all of that. At times, that pack will feel heavy, very heavy. You will be tempted to get rid of some of the items, and at times, you will want to drop it all. I encourage you to stick with it. Don't drop your pack. Keep carrying it, and you will realize that really it isn't that heavy. But more importantly, within that pack, you will find everything you need in order to carry out your mission. What you have accomplished over the last 4 or 5 years was not easy. In fact, at times it was difficult, just like life. But through hard work, determination, and applying your God-given talents, you met the challenges and expectations that were presented to you. And in that process, you grew, you matured, and you developed. You began your education at Jesuit as boys. You leave us this evening as young men. Now you are being sent out on a larger mission to participate in God's work of building the kingdom of God. Gentlemen of the class of 2017, trust that you have been given everything that you need to carry out that mission. Your pack will serve you well. Please remember this very important point. This mission, your mission, will only end when you take your last breath. So don't drop your pack.